Hi everybody, this is Blast. I'm here again on Infinifactory. I'm in my cell after the last video, and I'm sure these biscuits weren't like that. I'm sure I knocked a load of them down. So what I'm going to do is we're going to get rid of all the ones that have fallen over. Okay, we're just going to leave those 5, even though that one's leaning. Let's just leave 4. That was leaning, that one. I've still got my video in there. Right, so what are we going to do today? We're going to do small excavator. That sounds interesting. Sounds like a digger of some sort. Okay. Wow, look at that. Oh, it might be a digger of some sort. Okay, well we've got these 3 triangle, and something on top, right? It looks like something out of Tron. Anybody ever see Tron? Oh, what's this? Ah, cave. Oh wow, look at all this. This dynamite. There's a little blue fella. A little miner, and he's got dynamite. And what's see, these are a different species. They aren't I wonder if that's like a explosive thing. They aren't human, are they? So let's start him off.
Well, these two sure are interesting.
So Floyd's left this.
No suits. That's strange. Oh, I've seen this species before, a long time ago. Maybe 1 or 2 years after I was abducted. The Overlords used them as miners before they had the machines. After that, though, one of the Overlords started running them against each other in teams, and it turned into a sort of gladiatorial blood sport, mining and murder. As one of my rewards, I got to watch a match. It was a brutal sight, but I can see the appeal.
So it looks like here we're going to get a block come out, and it's going to be a standard grey block, which will be like the ones on the top. Oh, look at all that. I might have to go and have a look at that. And it looks like some of them are going to have to go through here, because I think that this cuts them into the sort of V shape, the triangle shape. So I think we need to pop some through there, and then some of which will need to turn around, and then we weld it all together. And how am I going to weld up in 3D? Well, there we go. We're going to find a way. This is huge, this thing. Look at that. It's a massive machine. Normally they come out with a small dispenser thing. Oh, it's miles away. I thought I might be able to go and have a look at it, but it really is miles away, isn't it? Okay, right, so let's have a look at this. So I'm going to need some of these guys coming straight out as the top of the machine thing. And I wonder if I can do it like I did the last one, you know, with 1, 2, 3, 4. It needs to be 4, doesn't it? What I'm thinking is, if I can weld these 4, I should be able to do this. This should be fine. Get a little welder on top. Let's have a look. Do like that. And what will happen is 1 will go in, 2 will go in, 3 will go in, get welded. When the 4th one goes in, it'll push 3 off. Yeah, that I don't need that there actually. So when the 4th one goes in, it'll set it all off, and oh, there's a hole there, and that'll go. So that'll be fine. And then maybe I actually need about 1, 2, 3. I need 6 of those for every 4 of these. So maybe I need to. Maybe I need to do something like, if I have a sensor here like that, and a Maybe 2 pushers. Maybe I'm thinking that I have 2 pushers. How's that? Will that work? I don't know if this will work, you know, because like that. I don't know. Let's just see what happens. I just want to run it and find out what goes on. 1, 2, stop there. So it sends 2 through for everyone going through there. So this now should go. This should disappear. Yeah. So it's doing them 4. I think we're not far off there. That's pretty good. I like that. So we're going to have a machine running off here, aren't we? These running off here. That'll be fine, and I think they'll go through there, and we'll get these part blocks coming out, won't we? I think what we need is we need to separate them. So again, let's just have. We need a sensor on one side here, and we need a pusher on the next. So put my sensor in like that. Like that, and then a pusher here. There we go. And then this needs to come down. I need to weld it all together at some point. I haven't got that bit going yet, have I? Okay. And we're going to need some coming this way. So I've got this big long thing going on. Oh, this is going to be hard. This is going to be very difficult. Will this go over the top? Will you go over the top? I don't think so, will you? No, you're not high enough. Okay. I can't quite do that then. Well, what I can do is, rather than separate them here, I can weld them here, can't I? Will weld 3 together, won't it? I need 3 together. La 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 la. We need to support the welder somehow. Welder like that, like that. Okay, that'll weld 3. Okay, those will be coming out as a big long block, which needs to go on top of the other bit. So they'll be welded. They'll be welded. Yeah. These aren't actually welded together. Yes, they are. They're welded. They're welded. So how do I stop it? I need to get... It'll be 3, won't it? So it'll go on there. Okay. And that will be that side that needs doing. And then what we need is something here. Oh, I'm going to run into this at this rate. Nope. Let's drop down. Oh no, I'll go over the top there. That's fine. Right, so when it's cleared it, I will need a sensor over here just to say, okay, we need to push some off like that. We need to have a pusher. We need a pusher. 1, 2, like that, and then a pusher like that. Boom, like that. So. What will I have? I will have... Where's my assembly going to be? I don't know where I'm going to pop all this together. So this can drop down, can't it? Where's it dropping to? There. No, it's right before. Right, so this will come along like this. And it needs to rotate because there's going to be a lot of blocks in this anyway. So that will turn it round, I think. Is that right? No, no, that's not right. This one didn't need to turn at all, did it? No, no it didn't. I'm convinced that that one doesn't need to turn. So that just needs to go like this. Like that. So I will have my left hand side coming here. Okay? That's my left hand side. My top block thing will need to turn because he's coming out that way and we need him like that, don't we? Like that. And we can maybe drop it down. Oh, I'm not sure I can do that. I don't know what's happening with this. It's going to be sticking out somewhere. So this will need to come along here and drop on top of that one. I don't quite know if everything's going to be facing the right way. I think that'll be right actually. Will it? No, it still needs to turn. We still need to rotate this thing, don't we? So we'll have that rotating there. Let's just pop a couple of blocks under it, maybe support it like that. So it's not just going to fall to the ground. Everything else is touching stuff, isn't it? Right, so I've got my middle block which comes along and drops down here. I've got one block which will come along here and that will land hopefully on top of it somehow, and then the other block needs to come in from here. And I need it to drop again. 1, 2, 3. So that'll be 1, 2 there. I need it to drop onto that, don't I? So that should be fine. And it drops down there. Is that right? No, this needs to rotate. Oh dear. How am I going to rotate this? I haven't got the space to rotate it. I'm going to have to take it on a little walk. Okay. Now I should have the room to rotate it there. So what will it do? It'll be facing that way, and then it'll be facing that way. I'm not convinced I've got it right yet, but let's see. You know what, I'm not sure I need those two. I'm going to just bring it in from this side. Fool. There we go. And right, so that'll drop on there. Okay, and then we're going to need bomb. Welder. Nope, not there. Welder, and welder. Like that. Okay. Right, let's see where we're up to with that, because I'm sure it'll need a lot of tweaking and bits moving around, and so let's just see where we're up to. So let's see what happens. So I need 3 blocks going off there. Right, that's welded 4 together. And it's now stopped. I don't need 4 together, do I? I need them in 3s. Why have you welded 4? Okay. It's because they're coming through in 2s. Alright. So you... So it just separates them. That's fine. That's perfect, right? 2, 3. Okay, so we've got 3. That comes along. Stops there. Next one comes along. One goes one way, one goes the other. Right, it can't turn because that's there. Okay. Alright. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I understand your pain. Okay, go. Come on now, where are you? So, ka-chung, wow. Boom. Right, that's one side pod done, I think. Okay, it stops there. Number 2 comes along. They go in separate directions, so that turns quite happily. That turns quite happily and then stops because it's stupid. Okay, now it won't do anything. Okay, well, what happened? How? Right. So, what happened with this first one is this first one. Oh, you know what? If I turned it there, it'd carry on. So the first one, when it turned it this way, I think. No, it turned it that way, which meant that this picked it up and moved it. Ah, I'm thinking... No, I don't think it'll work. I was thinking that maybe if I turn it the right way here, this won't pick it up, will it? Yeah, it doesn't. Although what I can do is... Right, yeah, I might have this. Okay. What I can do is, if I put a bit of conveyor in there, like that, so it's pushing that way, when it turns it, it'll get picked up by that, I think. I think that bit of conveyor will go, oh yeah, that's what we want. So, side pod number 1, side pod number 2, turn, keep going, look at that, yeah, keeps going, falls onto the right spot, beautiful, look at that. Right, so what bit am I missing now? So we're missing the middle bit, aren't we? So what's happened with this? I need to maybe move this down a little bit further so it rotates near the end. Let's try it there. I think that might be a bit better. So the side pod bits are working and they're falling in the right spot, so that's all good. Okay, what I need is this fella here working. Sorry about the wobbly camera, I'm shaking my legs about, don't know why. So that's 4 blocks long, it spins and then stops. Gives those two time to get going, which isn't very good. So yeah, the next one's not pushing it. Let's what I'm going to do is we're going to use the old Jedi mind trick again there, so that when it turns, it will it'll catch that, and it'll think, yes, I'm on a conveyor, and it'll move, and it'll be fine. I've learnt a little trick with these rotatey things. Now, I'm not convinced they're coming through this side of things fast enough to cope with that side of things. There you go, Jedi mind trick. There we go. Stop, stop, stop. Now, that doesn't need to turn again, does it? That is wrong there. You're wrong. Okay, so what we're going to do is, right, so what it's doing is, let me just get down there so we can see. So this fella here doesn't need to turn again. What it needs is, it needs to wait. It needs to wait there until the other two bits are in place. Is that okay there? Yeah, they'll go up under it, won't they? Yeah. Like this. Okay, so I'll show you what I mean. So it's going to fall down, and it's going to be horizontal on here anyway, isn't it? Yeah, it is going to be horizontal on here. So we need this in here. So it'll be horizontal, and it... Oh no, well they're going to stack if it's... Okay, I can stop that. I can... No, they're not going to stack. These run slower than everything else. It's this bit that we'll be waiting for. I need to stop everything else moving. Right, so what am I doing now? I need a little block on there so it doesn't all collapse into the ground. So it'll drop down on there. Alright? And then only when this sensor tells me that the base is there, do I want this to push it. Yeah, you understand that? So once it's got its legs in place on these two platforms, then I want it to push the top bit off. Now that piping's going to get in the way there, isn't it? Piping? Is it piping? It's cable. It's very advanced cabling, this. What are you talking about? Right, so let's try that. Let's try that. Okay, let's have a look. Right, so we're all working. We're all separating our base legs and things, and then the T-bar across the top will come down and it'll all be welded and it'll be beautiful. Just hang on one sec. La 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 la. So number one's in place and our T-bar's waiting. Number two's in place. Gives it a shove and misses it completely because it's sat on top of the cable. It's sat on the wire. Why? And oh yeah, okay, I need to, yeah, we just need to move that a bit. Let's have a look at that. Okay, it's sat on top of the cabling there we go. So we need to just go across here like this and like, not like that, that one, that's it. Okay, let's go. So let's see. Hall of the Mounted King. It's because I've seen those miners. I think we'll have a little cup of tea while we're waiting. Just bear with me. There you go, cup of tea. Right, so our headpiece there is waiting, and it's waiting for this chap. Boom, bang, and that's rubbish. It needs to come across one more. Alright, and it'll weld, and when it goes across one more, like that, go. It will weld, it will weld, it will weld. And I've got a thought about how I get it off this platform once it's welded. I've just had a thought about it. I think I can put a pusher here somewhere. I'll show you in a minute. So, number one piece. Two piece, welded, done. Oh no, it pushes it anyway. Oh, you know what? I'm not sure. Oh, right, okay, all right. So, right, well, it's pushing off anyway. Which way is it facing? It's facing that way anyway. Do I need to just take it out a little? And then move it down here? I really don't know. Well, is it as simple as that? Is that it? Have I done it there? Let me just speed it up a bit, please. I've got the F press, so it should be going faster. There we go. Ba 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 bang. So the first one goes in. Boom. Top goes on. Chunk. And the next bit comes along, pushes it out. Boom, boom, boom. And it goes along here. And it goes in. And we made one! That's brilliant. It's worked. It's all worked. It's madness, but it works. Look at it. It worked. I'm amazed. There we go. And it appears to be carrying on. And yeah, these seem to be coming out at the right speed, and we're doing fine. Okay, well, I think that's not worked, has it? It's welded that to the top. Okay, it's not worked. Oh no, it's shoving them off now. Okay, it's because, yeah, the side bits are coming out too quickly. Okay, maybe I need to change that bit over there or something. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, let's just try it like that. It's only got one pusher now. Let's go with this. Okay, it's a new plan. It's a new plan. Yeah. So these top bits are coming out too quickly now. What are you resting on? Oh, the thing. Oh, the thing. Okay. How many has it made? 8? No. It's made 3. We've got 7 more to go. I don't know whether it's going to do this. It doesn't seem like it's going to. I think it's just going to stack them up. Everything seems to be working fine at the moment. So it's got to the point now where it's still going to do it. There's enough there to do it, and then it'll break, which is fine, you know. They only told me to make 10. If they'd asked for 15, oh no, that's now broken, that, hasn't it? Oh no, it's all fell apart. Okay, all right, it's not quite working. I need to sort something else out up here. Okay, so let's see. We need a sensor, maybe here. Yep, and maybe a pusher. Oh dear. How long are these? These 4? They are 4 in length, aren't they? So I'm going to need... Let's try it like that. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. What am I doing? Yeah, put it back how it was. I need to stop them somehow. I need for it to sort of say, right, if you've got enough there, just hang on one sec. Right, I can maybe stack them up here. Yeah, so this is going to be about pusher there, and that will stop any more coming down if this sensor goes off. Meaning, if there's already 2 stacked up, then stop any more coming. Will that be alright? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's have a go. So I don't quite know what it's going to do with this lot. It's going to weld a load together, isn't it? Oh no. Yeah, it's only going to hold one. You know why? Because they're coming lengthwise. That's done something wrong. That's done something different. Why have you done something different? Did I move this further along or something? What did I do? What have I changed apart from this? Oh no, 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 no. Apart from this, what have I changed? What did I move that further out or something? Was it there originally? I'm not sure I moved that. I'm not convinced I moved that. What's happening? Let's just see what happens. Okay, it's sat in a funny spot. No, that's lined up, isn't it? That's lined up. Okay, that is lined up. Alright. This is getting in the way of something. I just want to see it working again, and then once I'm happy it's working again, we'll start fiddling with it again. Oh, I thought I had it, you know. I thought we were there. Right, so that's done that. So the first one goes through and pushes it off. Right, so it is working. These are still coming through too fast. How do I stop? So it was working better when I had two going down here, wasn't it? So it was working better when I had two going down here. Right. Right, so if I move this, so that, because what it's doing is, every time one goes through, it's pushing two off there, alright? And you would think that'd be right. So for every one of those, we use two of those, but we don't, do we? We use a ratio of 4 to 6. What I'm going to try and do is, we'll move the sensor over this side. Okay, so it will only pick up when a finished piece goes through, rather than individual component bits. Yeah, so what I'm thinking is that we'll only get, and I could always, yeah, I can always change it so there's 3 pushers. So then we get, for every 4 going through there, we get 3 going through here. Is that right? I need 4 to 6, don't I? Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to make these a lot quicker now. Right. Right, okay, so 4 to 6. So for every 4 I need 6 coming out of here. Yeah, let's do something mad. many pushes can you work off one sensor? We're about to find out, aren't we? Come down a bit without falling off the edge of the world. No, not here, not here. Just move over. Okay, let's go and put it in from the other side. There we go. There we are. There we are. Okay. No. Yep. There we are. We're flying. Look. Hey, I'm flying. Right. No. No. That's right. Right. Okay. Let's see what this does. So for every top piece it's making one of these. You know, I had it 10 minutes ago. I'm sure it was working. I was convinced that we had it and it was going to be fine, and we were on it like a car bonnet, and now we're still fiddling with it. And you know, to be honest, I haven't got the timing right on it, which is a bit disappointing. It's a tad disappointing. Like that. Yeah. Oh no 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 no! Oh. Fell off the edge. I'm desperately trying to press the button that gets me back upwards before my alien overlords go, "Where are you going? Where do you think you're playing at? You can't go down there." Right, okay, so I need 4 to 3, so that is 4, so every 4 that go through there I need 3 out of here. No, I need 6 coming out of there. For every 4 I need 6 coming out of there. Okay, stop, stop, stop. Right, this is going back over here because I'm not happy with it. You're going back here. Let's put it on there. Let's do that. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Now I've got an extra thing there. I don't know what that's doing. Oh, it's about 4 to 6. That's not far off, actually. I think I might have just fluked upon the right answer there. Okay, that's 1 through. So nothing appears to be stacking up. Nothing's backing up, you know, it's not. I'm not struggling anywhere yet. I'm not convinced I'm going to struggle either. Oh, that one didn't work. Although, yeah, that one didn't work either. Why have you not pushed? Why has it not pushed this off? Why has that not gone back in? Okay, I think I know what's gone wrong there. Let's just run it fast, just for a second. So why did that one land? So that one's fine. Okay, it's all fine. And it stays there because that one comes through, yep. And then it stops and that one goes through, boom, like that. And that goes, and it's all fine. So that's fine. That's fine. And it runs. Okay. That pushes it off. Okay, that one's arriving a little too early. Okay. Okay, so what it's doing is it's getting to a point where that's arrived before that one and it's pushed that out. Okay, I might be able to stop this up here. Let me see what it looks like when it comes down. So here they come. This is which I want to know which way around it's facing. Okay, I can maybe stop it there. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I could do that. Yeah, I've found a. Okay, yeah, I think I can do that. Right, so I need a sensor down here, hanging off this, like that. Just rotate it. So it's going there, and I'm going to put one of those stopper things on it, so that this goes like this, across there. So if there's already one on, it stops the next one coming down. So let's just see how that goes. All I wanted to do is I was looking at the conveyor and see which way round this piece is going to be facing when it gets here, and therefore where I needed to put that. Did I need to put it right next to the conveyor, or did I need to put it one back? And that's what I was having a look at, and I think I've got it right. Famous last words there. So this first one's fine, comes through quite happily, boom, like that, and then now the stopper comes out, you see, and it'll stop the next one if it needs to, but it doesn't need to because the timing's still fine. Timing's fine, thank you. So it comes out again, saying, oh, there's one on there, just hang on. There you go. See, it's all perfect. Why do we even need the stopper in the first place? It all seems to be working just fine. It is working just fine. Why do we need the stopper? Okay, that one's come through a bit early, but never mind. So the stopper's there. Oh no, 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 no. Why? What happened there? So it's not that bit that's causing the problem, is it? Oh, maybe we need to make it wait until there's a fella on here or something. No, I can't do that. Let's have a look at it. Maybe I need to change where this is. Maybe that? Will that do it? I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. You see. It's raining as well now. Come on, where are you? Are you actually running? There we go. It works like a train. Ooh, the next one's come through, look, next one's come through. Yeah, that's not worked well there, has it? Well, that's worked alright. They are stacking up now at the back there. Okay. Okay, so that's not the place to stop it either, is it? Let me see where they're facing up here. It was blocking this sensor, which was causing a problem. Right, it's facing that way. Let me see the next one through. Yeah, I can't put that there. Maybe up here. It's not going to work. There's too many. Right, it's doing that thing again where it they join up with each other. Dee 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 dee. La da dee, la da dow. If you get the timing right up at the top, it sorts it all out down here. It's just getting that initial thing right, I think. Look, it's working beautifully, and I've got to the stage where I've done 6. No, that's not worked again. Look, it's sat on top of it. Right, maybe I need to do something different with that. I can't speed up that bit, can I? I can slow this down though, can't I? Like that? Like that? I don't quite know if it's going to work because we've got... It'll be turned sideways, won't it? Let's just speed it up a little bit. So what happens to it all? It's turned at a funny angle. Yeah, it does nothing. It actually does nothing. It just goes straight across. Okay, let's go with that one and see what that does. That one, isn't it? Yep, still doing nothing. Okay. Here we go. Yep, that's worked. Oh, it slowed it down. Alright, it's done something. And it still lands in the same spot, which is what I wanted. Okay, so that comes through fine. That comes through fine. Fine. Next one. Okay. Yep. 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 Push. Okay. Next one. Fine. Fine. We need 6 more. No, 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 no. Too quick, too quick. Boom. Stop. That's it. It's in its pants. Okay, right, well this is obviously not doing any good whatsoever. Is it? Alright, I need to do something. Again, I think if I get it right up here, I'll be fine. And I think they're coming through here quicker than they're going through there, and it's such a tiny margin. So I need to slow what down? I need to speed this up, maybe? Is that right? See, I could try something strange and unusual. I don't quite know how. Oh, what I could do. Alright, let's have a think about this. So what I'm thinking is maybe if I put another sensor in like I had before, like that, but I'd like it to only work one of these. I wonder if I can plug it into the back of one so that only one of them goes off. See what I mean? Yeah? So it's only plugged into one of them. So that for every time we get a completed one, we'll also get an extra one of those. I don't know. Let's see what it does. It might not work. I don't quite know what it's going to do anyway. It's doing those. Yeah, it does one, yeah. Yeah. It needs to be on the other one, I think. Yeah, I think it needs to be on these. Well, let's see. Is everything working for a start? Because the timing's changed again, and that's the thing, you know, you change the timing somewhere in it, and it affects the whole of the rest of the machine. Everything's stopped. It's welded forward together there. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, stop, stop, stop. And let's try it on the other bit of machine like this. Okay, let's just try it on here. So it's only going on the first one. I think this will work better than the other one. I think it was actually missing, but I think this one will be better. This time, we should... Oh, we don't get any. We delayed the top one then. Again, it's altered the timing of everything, so let's just see what that does. Okay, these are stacking up now, which isn't good. Stacking up. I'm quite pleased I got this far. I've got my 3D stacker working, look. Let's just speed it up. This is going to do it, you know. I think we're there. Yeah, we've got this. This is done. This is done. Yeah. Okay, so, well, I hope you enjoyed it. It was quite a mammoth one, that, wasn't it? Just trying to get that thing working and get the timing right. I think I've got it by fluke. If you liked it, or if you liked the video, or you're still watching and you're not asleep, then please press like, and I'll know that you're interested in more Infinifactory. There we go. Look at that. Average, all average scores. So yeah, do that if you're interested. And next time I'll show you the cargo uplifter. If I can make that work in under an hour, that'd be brilliant. And yeah, if you like the channel, please subscribe, and that way you'll get notified whenever I put new videos up. And I've been Back Blast, and I'll see you next time.